Hello, my loves, and welcome to another beautiful feedback call with a precious sister who's joining in called Priya. When Priya and I came together and started SEM, she was in a deeply dark place in her life, struggling with depression, suicidal ideation, and a lot of pressure from going through big losses in her life. And today, she is now flourishing, opening up her body, her sensual essence, releasing cultural shame, transmuting her life. And I've had the honor of not just having her inside SEM, the women's group, but also working one on one in some powerful practices and sessions together. And I'm so excited to invite her into this space and for her to really share her journey with you girls of what it's like. Because I think it's so important wherever you are in your journey that we know when we're starting to come into our sensual energy and our femininity and all of the juiciness, we're coming usually from a place of serious masculinity or pain or struggle or closedness. And yet, in the midst of all that, we get to transform. And I'm so excited for her to share some of the big transformations that she's had in her sensual essence, in her culture, with her family, with her life, with her sense of self, and for you to see what is possible for you too. Okay. Oh, darling, it's so good to have you in this space. Thank you for joining.
Hi.
And as
Thank you
we're just
so much. Thank
blending in,
you.
let's just start with
Mhm.
introduce yourself. Also introduce how we came together, a bit of our story, and yeah, let's go in there. Name and connection points.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Emma, for allowing me into this space with you. And I still remember the first time we met, we were there in the Malaysian airport, and I was traveling with my sister, and I saw you sitting there on that red couch with that big bag coming from Bali on the Malaysian airport. And then I just looked at you and I'm like, this was my inner feeling. I was like, who the hell is this girl? Why is she sitting like a queen there? Okay, I'm going out there sitting next to her. Let me just go. I was like in my Betty era, so I was most probably like, I'm just gonna see and who she is. The moment I sat near to you, there was something in your vibe. I just asked a Wi-Fi password from you. I said, Emma, this is not working properly with me. And you at the other moment just said, "Oh, babe, it's the airport Wi-Fi." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And then cut to I sat in the flight. I saw your brown boots just near to my seat, and there was something, a gut feeling from my inside that, just go and talk to this girl. Just go and speak with her. You got me? So I just went there to you, and I said, "Can I tell you something?" And I honestly don't know what I spoke at that time. I just know that after 2 minutes, I cried hugging you and said, Emma, I'm in a biggest problem of my life and I don't think I'm on to a right direction. I don't know what is going to happen with me. I am very spiritually connected with my soul guides, my father, uh, just my father, and so much, into him, but I am not able to, process the information he provides to me, and I'm not able to work like that. And you just said, you just need to work on your truth and everything will be getting aligned. Just work on your truth. And every time a universe gives you a signal, just understand that it's like a breakthrough to upgrade you. And I learned fucking this line in my head. So from them, whenever I used to feel there is a breakthrough, I was like, Emma told me the breakthrough means something difficult would be there and I will be upgraded. So that's okay. I'll deal with it. And and this connection. Then you went to Rishikesh. You were in Rishikesh. I
Mhm.
saw you closely there, and I was so inspired by you. And I was like, Emma, I swear I didn't know you will be my coach. You
Yeah,
got me. So like 4 years back when I saw you, I
yeah.
was like, she is my sister, and probably she is my, whatever discussions we had with each other on a spiritual basis. She would be there, she would be that, she's my love, she's that, she's this. And then when you came and you said, I really want to meet you, I was like, probably you were back to Delhi, so you said that you want to meet me, and I don't know. I always say to myself that the clients, that the girls or the boys or anyone who comes in your space is aligned universally. They are just not entering like that. There is some divine connection which is bringing them to an exact power which can heal them. You got me? There
Yeah.
is something like out there who is bringing Emma, who is bringing your soul to her, because for me, you are just not the coach. I'll keep my story short. For me, you're just not the coach. You got me? This story would be too long. You're just not the coach. What I perfectly free, feel from within myself, I think you are the girl who healed herself, you know, who brought herself up, who took everything on her just to make the other traumatic journeys short in her life. You got me? The other traumatic souls, which will be, which are there in this timeline, to heal them more beautifully and not difficultly, in a difficult way. You took everything on you. This is like my inner self, and I'll probably cry. Like, there is one soul who says, probably I'll lead the pack. You just give it to me, God. You
Yeah.
got me, just give it to me, and I'm gonna fucking heal them. And I'm like, you are among them. I know you, Amy. And you're like, you know what? And God said, okay, you go ahead. We are just training you. You train them because we won't be able to tolerate each one of them. Emma needs to be a mediator for that. And then the beautiful space you create for women. 3 years, I'll just keep it very short. I used to see your stories, but I never used to just understand so much completely. And I was into my own journey, so I used to sometimes say maybe I don't know, many things came up. I won't bring it right now here because it's like a long and we need to talk about it. But you know what? One fine day I just saw a dream, and that dream was like 10 days before the time we talked, like after 3 years.
Mm,
Okay. 10 or 15 days probably, babe. I saw that, Emmy, I got a call from your number.
mm,
The name was written Emma, and I saw that you're just calling me. And I was like, okay, why did I saw this dream? And I was always very keen to get into your group. You got me? But
yeah.
I was like, I don't know what is happening. Cut to, I forgot. 2, 3 days later, I just randomly liked your story. I was like, ting, you got me. This was not me who liked your story. There was something which came and I just liked the story. And same happened with the other person too of my life who wants to be in the SEM group with you. And we just randomly like. And I'm like, no, I didn't plan to like this. Why did I like Emma's story? What did just happen? And you talked to me. Cut to the next day, I cried in front of you. I told you what shit was happening in my subconscious mind, in my conscious head, in my heart, in my alignment with my spiritual guides, with my spirituality, because I really want to work with them. My main motive from SEM was to work with my spiritual guides. I stay with my soul guides, and that is my father. And the second priority was to build my own self because you cannot be dependent on the universe and the soul guides all the time. You need to be in
Yeah.
your power too.
Yeah.
So you got me. Because then you will be lost. You will be completely lost. Okay. So I was like very confused about it. But when I saw you and you talked to me, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what would happen. So this is like my story. If I'm going long, please tell me, Priya, stop it. Because I can talk to you about you
Let
all
me
the time. I can just tell
no,
you all the time.
let me ask you a couple questions so that we have a flow.
Yeah.
Also, for our beautiful women who are joining in, a couple things. It often happens in my field where soulmates align in, and like I'm so grateful you shared that as well. Like that there's just this like connection where it's like it's obvious
Mm,
God. It's
true,
obvious
true.
God. And that is the point in the juncture where life gets to change and we get to come into this sisterhood and these really sacred spaces for transformation and at the perfect time. Something I would love you to just share just briefly on when where were you at before we started working? I know you said we got on that call and you like burst into tears and you shared so much. What were like the main problems that were happening in your life? How were you feeling? What were your thoughts at the beginning before we started doing SEM together?
Thank you for asking me this question. Okay, so I think when I began this journey, I was probably Mm, living a life which was fantastic, number one, which
Mm,
was very happy, number two, which was very smart, number three, which was like I was winning in certain areas, number four. I was listening good news every day, number five. I was on my beauty and every regime, number six. I was thinking I am doing perfect, number seven. But subconsciously, I was building, uh, I was not fulfilling that hole which was very deep inside my body. I was not covering that. And rest, everything was getting aligned. You got me like there's a tree, and which, with some good reasons, is just growing beautifully. But deep inside, if you see, it can just get break and get on the ground any moment of time.
yeah, yeah.
You got me? Anything can happen and the tree is dead.
Wow.
But then there is wind, there is everything which is holding the tree, and the tree is like, "Oh, I'm the fucking banyan tree. I'm like the huge, I'm the best."
Mm,
But when then there is someone came which is called Emma, okay? And she just asked, "Hi, how are you?" And that tree, which was so big, suddenly became this little plant and said, "You know what? I'm not well. Something is wrong here, which I don't know. How do you know that this tree is not doing well? How do you know? Because for me, this tree is fucking good. So
mm,
how do you know I'm not well right now?" And you just asked me certain things about what is wrong with you. And to be honest, even starting of the journey, I didn't know what was wrong with me. My focus was just to get aligned with my spiritual guides.
mm,
You got me? My focus was nothing else, just to get aligned with my future guides and just get to know something about my career, something about this, something confusions. The moment I started this journey, I came to know, okay, there was something inside me which got broke when I was 4 years old. Not when I am like 20 years old, not the breakup. It was when I was kid.
mm.
You got me? And
Yeah.
then slowly, gradually, my motive, honestly, I won't lie, I won't say I planned this and that, no. But when I stand here and I look at myself, I'm like, oh, Priya, you were just walking because God was putting his hands on you. Your brother was putting his hands on you. Everybody was putting his hands on you because inside you were dead. You
Wow.
got me?
Yeah.
Inside you don't know what to do. Inside you don't have happiness. Inside you don't have sadness. Inside you are numb. You are just calling out people who can molest you in different ways. My sexual desires then was so cheap because I was so keen of having that kind of bully things. It made me feel that the call we had, the tapping exercises where I recognize, why do I always attract toxic guys? Why do they always have to use me? I mean, I belong from a very good family where people do not cannot use me, but they are using me and I'm allowing them, and then I'm running behind them, And, "Oh, you slapped me. Why did you? It's okay, I'm sorry." And that was because I was so used to get this kind of affection where I felt like, please just respect me and I'll do anything, for you. Just love me. I was so keen of having that love. And so called, I belong to a family where they love me actually a lot, but it does not depend where your inner child, if it's not safe, it's not safe. You can't judge anybody. I can't say my mom didn't love me right. I can't say my friends didn't love me right. It was because there was something inside me which didn't make me right. I just know this. You got me? I can't blame anyone for that. But oh my God, you changed me.
And and just firstly, like, thank you for sharing. And I just want to reflect back as well, exactly on this. Like, oh, babe, it's so important for women to hear. One, I always resonate. Two, your journey has been so fucking incredible. And I think a lot of women are in that space where we attract in abusive partners, where we
Mm,
attract in users and molestation and sexual abuse, and we don't understand why it's happening, but there's a part that wants it or it's used to it that's creating it, and it's inside us and it's deep. And just like as you were reflecting, like on the outside, it all looked like it was going good, but like on the inside, there was this deadness, there was this numbness, there was this toxicity.
mm,
Something I'm really curious, and also, yeah, like I get so into it, like just like words you said, like I attracted in cheap sexual desire. And it's such an important thing for women to hear, like, because a lot of girls start here. We know that we're attracting in low value or low vibrational sexual connections and relations. And we can't figure out why, but there's something inside us that it's happening and it's causing it. A question I have for you is, we're now 10 weeks into our journey together. Where are you
Mhm.
now, thought wise, feeling wise, process wise, mindset wise? What has changed for you?
No, I think everything, everything has changed. You can't say one. It's like top to bottom, everything. The way I used to see life and now the way I am welcoming this new life is a very, very different portal. Earlier, my scene for life was we are just moving either for something, some motive. You got me? Now it's like there's no motive. There is me, and me needs to smile, and I don't care in what fucking situation, I will smile. You got me? I have my things. So, one, it changed. Second, hidden traumas in the body, which are like, which we don't know. We are
Yeah.
so much hidden somewhere, somewhere in the throat, somewhere it's hidden, and we just don't feel it. I got to know that these are my traumas. It's somewhere inside the body, and I need to fucking take them out. And
Mm,
once I took them out, my body just changed itself beautifully to welcome the new energies. I can explain it like new ideas of life. Till the time people will not be in a group of SEM, they won't be able to understand new energies I feel. So inside me, I always explain them in a small way that a new aspect of thinking life, a new way of thinking life. Okay, a new way of flourishing your own self, your inner child, your inner soul, your inner happiness. It changed. Third, my clarity over what I actually want in a partner changed. Now I know what exactly I want in my partner. Not completely, maybe I will learn, but at least I'm on a better position from before. I know that, this is the thing I require. At least I don't know what I require, but I definitely know what I don't require.
yeah.
You got it?
Got
So
clear.
that's the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Fourth, loving my own body. It is a bit taboo. I feel for women, it's like even written in some mythological books that women cannot like other women beauty. That's like a universal fact. You got me? It's like a fact. You can't help in it. And then coming in this practice, I learned no, you can like. You got me? You just need to first like yourself. You're just not liking yourself, babe. You need to come into sync. And I'm trying to. I'm still trying to. I don't say I have become perfect and I don't get down sometimes. I do. But I'm trying. Like earlier, I used to feel very much, different zones, but now I'm on a very better position. Yeah, I get bloated and I feel like, oh my God, this is looking hard. I mean, I'm looking hard. And and things are changing with this. At least in my mental health, it's changing. It's changing inside me and it's changing. Now, if I talk about physically, my body is healing.
Wow.
You
Crazy.
know, it's healing. It's healing. It's healing. So many practices. Um, they are healing, they are healing you. The traumas which are going, they are actually making your aging gets down. The traumas are coming out, so definitely you are getting younger. You got me?
Yes.
Because there
I
are so
always say
much
it
things
being
related to
young.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this and fourth thing, this is my personal, very, very personal from my heart that I never got a friend. I never ever got a friend in my life, and just my sister-in-law. And when I saw you, I'm like, seriously, can there be somebody who can be my friend? Keeping it short, I released this thing today that I won't keep her my friend because this is wrong. I can't do that with Emma. Okay, this is wrong. I can't give this thing to her to take me as a friend. But I was so happy to see you, Emma. I just feel that, there's someone out there when if no one would support me, I'll call and she'll say, "Babe, I got you. Just don't worry." Okay, this is kind of space you create for women around you, for me around you, where and I felt this rarely, but I felt with you that I'll call her and I'll be like, Emma, God is not listening to me. And Emma will be like, we got it. Why is he not listening? I got you, don't worry. This is the fourth thing. I
Yes.
got this support. This is like within my soul. Fifth, I think we can cut it later, but fifth, to be very frank, I feel that even if I die, my soul will stay with you, like happily and lovingly, giving you all my glitters from above. I'll be like, Emmy, I'm here again.
Yes.
So yeah, some of the way I'll do this for you. I always talk to God like that. Can I help her in some way? six, one thing I would say anyone can have problem with. You start growing and healing and you start competing with Emma. There is something inside me, Emma, and I'm taking it out like anything. I'm dancing and I'm dancing. You laugh on this, okay? And this is funny. I'm dancing and then I feel like, I think I'm dancing better than Emma. And then entire universe, I'm giving a forgiveness, oath. I'm sorry. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing that. And then this is wrong. I'm releasing it day by day. Second, like then you are posting a video and I'm feeling she is showing me that see, I'm still better than you. And I'm like, no, Priya, fuck, stop this. She has no time to do that.
But I have to
Got me.
laugh. I have to laugh so much because I had a call earlier with Courtney. Any girls who are watching, go watch all of the testimonial videos. They're so good. Courtney
Okay.
was also like, I get a fire under my butt. And I'm like, but that's also one of the reasons I invite women into this space is a lot of girls, we've never had role models. We've never had women who inspire us, who bring fire to us, who give us something to move towards. I know I didn't. And it's such a beautiful part of being in the space is being like, you level up, like you're required to level up. There's a space where you have that healthy sisterly energy to be like, I want to be my best. And it's safe to be my best. And it's safe to feel and it's safe to be supported. And I love like everything you shared.
No, Emmy, just pray for me. For you,
We will.
Emmy, just pray for me. No, 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 no. For you, it's not that. It's not that. It's always a competition. I wanted to bring this thing with you. I was thinking I'll bring this one-to-one call that why the fuck is this happening? I love you. I care for you. And I literally feel just like any other goddess that Emma, just do this. This is for yourself, just for yourself, not for me. But then I see and I'm like, you know what, Emma, I can also teach girls. I will also do this.
Yes.
I will also do this. And then I'm like, no, Em, you got me. And then, oh fucking God, I get so much scoldings, so many scoldings. I get headache from scoldings. You got me. But then I'm like, tolerate, Priya, tolerate. You'll release this. Just release this. It's okay. It happens. So yeah. And sixth thing, I got better. I got better with my suicidal mentality. It get over. It's not
Wow,
there anymore. I
that's
want to live and I want to live happily. That's the main thing. Yeah.
that's a really, really big one. And I'm gonna ask you one more question on these topics as well. Like,
Mm,
when you began suicidal ideation and like depression and that like headspace was really intense for you and it's
mm.
a huge transformation since you've been in the space. Just tell me like quickly, what were some of the main practices or things we did that helped you get from like suicidal, depressive, dead inside to now alive and growing and flowing and orgasmic and unblocked traumas in the bodies and all of the things? What were the practices that you would say like that friggin' changed my life?
I think in my journey, there was more of the past which was stuck behind my brain, more of the past and the past breakthroughs, which were not making me ready to move in any direction. I was very afraid of anything in my life. Okay. But then the exercise of first alchemizing our timelines, where we took out our traumas and we burned out, that was the first pillar, which gave me fever for good 7 days. And oh my God, I'm still on fever, by the way. Emma, I did it today, and I had my medicine. So yeah, 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 yeah. It's a big portal. It really does make major shifts, major shifts. Number two, to keep it short, I like and just giving the points. Number two, the most important one was cord cutting. The number second
Mm,
was cord cutting. Yeah. Oh my God, what a fucking powerful, powerful portal that was. It released so much from my body, and I just knew that, oh my God, can it be possible that people energies stay with us? Like people traumas stay with us? Is it like true? Number two. Number three, I think periods ritual. I'm not into complete that, but yeah, periods ritual is powerful. It's powerful. It releases so much. It just, I am a personally feel it shifts more than alchemizing the energy. It also shifts. You got me. Just
yeah,
suddenly it shifts.
yeah.
It's very powerful. Number fourth, I feel number fourth was my gratitude. The habit of doing gratitude. What you have, what you need is what you have. What
Mm,
you want is what you have, you know. So that kind of gratitude I have developed, I'm developing still. So yeah, because we often forget that in this busy life, we are always in hurry to ask something. Number six, I can write that notebook on this. Number six, blah, blah, blah. Okay, again, there's some competition came. This competition needs to get down from my head. Okay, number six is mm, yeah, it's going into the into self-love practices.
mm,
Like in the morning, you do self-love. It
mm,
actually really calms down the anxieties, and you come into a very, very rare power. Number seventh, I would say, when I was not ready and I was all blank, and it's like the top notch, where you have written in pillar 1.1 in your self-worth that you just get up in the morning and you just give a high five to the mirror, you dress up as the way you want to, and you want to do something. I did it for like 3 weeks, and I started, and I came to Bali. I just know I
wow.
just 3 weeks and I was in Bali. It really changed me. Like 3 weeks when I was not ready to get up, I got up, I wore the dress I wanted to become, and I just gave an high five. I'm like, Priya, you're gonna make it, don't worry. And the dress was like just to live happily in the world, by the way.
But also
Is it
just
the thing?
like just to pause there for like the girls who are listening, because obviously we know your journey, but like it's something I want everyone to know is I was in a similar position too, where I was super suicidal years ago and like stuck. And for girls who are listening, if you're in that place where you're just depressed and you're going through a lot, I know Priya went through a lot in your past. You went through a lot of loss, a lot of death, a lot of things that just broke you inside, that there are practices that we go through, and you've so beautifully listed several of them. We go through energetic shifts, we go through fucking spiritual shifts, we connect our blood, we get like so shamanic, we go into gratitude, we go into soft morning practices that build you up. And like within literally the space of what, it was like 6 weeks, huh? You were out of your depression and like moved countries and started this like whole new journey where you're open and you're dancing and you're in your body and you're sharing and you're connecting. And it's so massive. And I think anyone who's watching this who's in that stuck space, you're going to know it. Like to get from that to where you're at right now is a freaking miracle. And to see it move so fast through you and the things that are happening for you is so remarkable. I have a question for you, actually, kind of around this topic, which is before you signed into SEM, was there anything that almost prevented you or stopped you from wanting to sign up? I love you laugh. Be honest.
Yeah, yeah. My soul guides, my soul guides. Uh, they wanted me to join this, but they was also scared of me joining this because they knew that it can turn things hard for me, and my mental level was not ready to listen to those things like cord cutting. You got me? Like 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 souls have shadows and good things in them. I
Wow.
was not ready to listen to all of those things, so they were scared. They wanted me to join. Number one, they only planned this, so I can't blame on them, but they were forcing me. I was not in doubt to join any of your courses or any of your things. Either you tell me go and stand on somewhere, I'll go and stand somewhere also, because I have full faith on you. So if you ask me something stop me, nothing stopped me. It's just them who were advising me, and I was like, I don't know what would happen. You
Wow.
got me? I don't know, because I was very scared. I didn't interact with anyone since so long. Since 4 years, I was not so active with friends. I was just like with one friend of mine, and I just used to meet them, and that too was on. So yeah, I would say yeah, it changed. And one thing more, Emma, which changed very, very drastically for me was my uni was very, very traumatized. That's
Wow.
the main topic. Yeah. My uni was very, very terrified. It had a lot of fucking traumas of seeing death. Oh my God, seeing my father going in front of me. I just thought that, the memory has passed down, and now I laugh, I have moved on, but it was there inside my pussy, inside my vagina. And that was the reason that, you know, um, I don't know. I was never able to have a good relationship because that things subconsciously affects you, and we never understand that.
Um,
The abuses which we get, they affect you, and we just take them out like, I want to be this honey sexy bitch, but actually I don't want to be the sexy bitch. There is something which broke down there, which is now coming out in this energy. You got me? And now I want to like twerk and do this. No, 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 no. This is some sickness which developed during those courses, and I just started doing that. You got me? This is my personal truth for myself. Yeah.
yeah.
And then, the second thing was when I was not even ready to, yeah, am I good to listen? The second thing was I was nobody were just give me a moment. I would like just give me a moment. Am I visible?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just
Sorry,
to
Emma.
like reflect back,
So,
just quickly to
mhm.
reflect back, just for like the girls who are listening in and watching, so that we're on a timeline too. There are reasons and there are places why like girls sometimes don't come in and join. And what you've just said is so important, which is sometimes like spiritually or mentally or from our guides or from in our system, we can feel shit scared because there is change and it is deep. And it's something I want every girl to know is like, it takes a fucking powerful woman to enter into these spaces and to go to the depths that you go. And one thing I know, and you just shared as well, is like it's deep stuff. It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna twerk and be this sexy, feminine, gorgeous. Well, I mean, it comes, it's a byproduct. But like, and something you experience as well is like there's deep trauma in your womb. There was deep stuff in your family. There was stuff that was coming out of your body that was ready to shift, but it also took a big courageous act on your part and a big courageous act on your soul guides and from like your spiritual community that you were in to say, take the leap and heal the trauma, like shift it through your body.
Fuck, yeah.
And that to me is something that, like, again, for other women who are here, like, I know it comes up where girls are like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to have time, or I don't know if I have the capacity, or I don't know if my central nervous system can take it. But I know from what you said, like where you began, your central nervous system was pretty shot, like your body, your health, your womb, your healing. And through all of this, you've healed your body a lot of healing. I know trauma, family release, and really coming to a space of being a new woman. And it's so important that we get to reflect that and see that and also honor your journey and be like, it's so fucking powerful. Like, I get
Awful.
so excited. I'm also just curious, what made you decide to join? Like, I know you said like some reasons why you wouldn't have joined, like it was like a lot and soul guides and deep work and blah, blah, blah. But what was the reason why you were like, fuck it,
I
no,
wanna go.
I'm doing it? Yeah.
Good question. I was very, very into, Emma. When I used to see your IG, I used to find you so, so sexy. Like I was like, Emma, my God, what sex energies you have. I didn't know the sex energy, but I just knew that, oh my God, she can like I don't know, but and I had this thing inside me that never ever somebody entered into my yoni like in a sexual way, and neither did I ever did fingering inside myself. So when you used to describe everything, I was very curious to see what it was about. Okay, you got me. And then when you said that you'll be sensually embodied, Priya Avasti took it as sexually embodied, and I was like, I'll go into the sexual rhythm of myself. You got me.
Yeah. That's
And
such a
I
good
wanted to learn this. I wanted to learn this art so badly. I was like, you know what? Anything happens before dying, I'll learn this art for sure. What
idea.
does she do? I want to see, I want to be sexually embodied, not sensually. I didn't understand at that time. But then it became a long procedure, and I understood that I actually just God wanted me to be in an angel's hand to just recover from my suicidal mentality and get into a proper enlightenment of my own life. So yeah, I'm happy about it.
Wow. But also so powerful that you share it as well, because I think a lot of girls, it's like an attraction point that we want to be in like our sex energy and and it's like, yeah, because this is
Hmm.
what makes me magnetic is like if I'm sexy and I'm experienced and I'm this. And actually, the core of it is like when a woman has done the depth of work that we do and that you've done, you become magnetic. You come back to
True.
your body opens, your yoni opens, your sex energy opens, your dance, your hips open. And it's not because we're focusing on sex and the goal, it's because we're going into the depth of ourselves and becoming what we are. And that in essence
Mm,
opens us into our
mm,
sensual essence,
mm,
into our
mm,
truth.
mm,
And
mm.
it's so important and also beautiful to know like what pulls the trigger and why girls are like, okay, no, I'm in. So if you're watching this and you want to get into your sex energy, you will. It's
Yeah, I swear on God, I swear you're lucky if you're coming here because, oh my God, what a fucking powerful portal to bring you into the real energy of goddess, not a woman, not a sexual woman, not a sensual woman, a fucking goddess who knows exactly what she wants, how long she wants, how long she wants to keep it, how long she wants to desire it, what intention she has for it, and how to just get through it. So it's powerful. Emma is powerful, actually.
thank you.
Uh-oh, hello.
Yes, we're
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, yeah.
I would ask you one final question, just for any girls who are watching and who've come through this like beautiful portal of your journey and your sharing. What would you honestly say to someone who's thinking about joining?
I would take like 10 seconds for that. Anytime. Give me 1 second. Just know that your life is going to get changed in the way you never thought it could be. You got it? Like, you can never understand the amount of freaking changes your body and your soul will experience when you will come in a guideline, just a guideline. We don't know whether you join this or not. Just a guideline of this girl, Emma, who's sitting in front of us, each one of us. Just her real power can bring so much divine powers in your body. You don't have any fucking idea. Also, she is not a human. Anna is not a human. I'm telling you in advance, she's not a human, okay? You'll come to later. You'll come ask me. You'll come ask me, and I'll say, I told you she's not a human. No, 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 she's not. Jokes apart, she is a very wonderful, powerful human. I won't say she's not a human. People will get confused for no reason. She is a very powerful human, which holds spaces for women and people who come in her circle, in her aura, in her timeline, and she tries to bring the best out for them. Also, one day Emma posted something on Instagram that she really connects the different timelines for people, and I didn't understand that, but with time I did, and I was never able to ask this question from her, but right now I just brought it. So I will just like to tell you just, she is a mixture. If you are not into spirituality, cool. You can come into science. And if you're not into science, cool. You come into spirituality. In both the ways, you're going to get healed. If or but, there is something which will change within you, and that would be purely based on logic, science, and of course spirituality. So whatever makes you fit best, get inside. I can't say that she's just spiritual. She is just no, 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 no. Whatever makes you fit best, talk to her, speak to her. She'll get you through it. you know and keep that attitude apart and aside when you speak with her, because she is divinely protected, and I just personally feel that you personal on your levels will feel bad about it later on, because she actually heals you. So when we are into attitude, the God part is not such a serious thing to take right now. For me, it is. But to be very honest, yes, yes. Yeah, please understand. You'll feel bad about it, because she's to be very frank, she's always right, because she is researched. She has known the topic. She has learned it. She has experienced it. She has felt it. She has tried it. She has tested it, and she does not only think that she needs 10 people or 20 people or 30 people. She needs the right amount of people in that circle to get healed in the right direction of what she is creating for them. So that kind of a person she is. So if in the back we have, people get these classes, coaches take classes, we have so many coaches around. Yes, respectfully they are. And I don't know how they are, but if I just talk about her, I just personally feel in that way that, oh my God, you would be in my personal opinion, she is a fucking powerful portal. We started in August. That was a lion portal. I feel she's like a cub of that lion who creates portal for kids around her. So yeah, she's very powerful, girls. Don't argue. Don't think so much when you talk to her. Don't think so much. Just trust. Just trust your inner feeling. Your soul will say she's right. Don't
Mm,
ask people around. Don't see the budget she gives you for her classes. We go through it, Girls go through it. We feel, oh my God, this much charge, of course she will talk like that. Or this much class, of course she will behave like that. I've also been through it, okay? Because I was also at time insecure about certain things. But when you really know, you know that it's for you, babe. It's for you. It's not for her. And
yeah.
that's the bare minimum she's doing because then people will use souls like her. She has to do something to create that space for herself. I feel that. So thank you. Thank you so much, Emma, for asking me this question. And I'm sorry if I took a longer time. Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you for being in this space and also like reflecting to the girls who are listening and who are in, because yes, I always say like SEM is a place where you invest into yourself. You get to come in and you are committing into a journey where you're going to be held in a portal, in a sisterhood, in levels of spiritual authority, and also a method where, at least in my fractaled 8.5 billion percent of consciousness that I've been given, it's a place of expertise where we get to come in for each woman and create space for transformation. And I'm so grateful that you came into this space and you invested and you've shown up the way you have, because you're a walking miracle. And it has been the biggest honor to be a part of your journey. I am so
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so fucking proud of you. And for our girls who are here, please drop in and be with us in these spaces.
Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing. And thank you for being with us today, Priya. I love you, my darling.
Thank you, Emmy. Thank you for allowing me in your space. Thank you, God, for allowing me and giving us Emma. Thank you, Emma. Thank you.